Good morning. It's Thursday, August 14th. This is Breakfast with Megan, Facebook and YouTube Live from Polar Fabrics. Good morning. So I am just going to wait and let others join us. Hi Cheryl, I've missed you guys too. It's it's been a crazy couple of months. Hi Laurie. Good morning Pam. So I have been working on this new software, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it works well. Good morning, Gay. Okay, I'm just gonna wait just a few more seconds. That's good to know, Cheryl. I always worry about the sound. Good morning, Nancy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully some others join us. If you join in, let us know. But I have quite a bit to show, and yeah. So good morning, Ruth. Good morning, Susan. So I am going to start. We have some new wide backs. Let's see. I gotta remember how to do this. Okay, so these first two here, this one and this one, are two different shades of brown flannel. They look like a wood grain. One is darker than the other. This is the darker one. And then this one's a little bit lighter. So great for guy quilts, for outdoor quilts, any kind of quilt that you might want flannel on the back of. We're trying to buy as many flannel backs as we can find because that's been a very popular ask. Good morning, Valerie, Jackie, and Betty. And then we have a new one from Riley Blake. Beautiful butter yellow with fall flowers on it. And little birds. And then we have a cream with multicolored dots. Really good for anything you don't want a real color on, but you want a little bit of color. So those are all 108s. 2 were flannel, 2 were not. Then we're going to swing around here. We have some new canvas. No, these aren't canvas. What are these? These are linens. 100% cotton linens from Robert Kaufman. So we have 2 different shades of gold, a green, a natural, a navy, and a black. Good morning, Patty and Marilyn. So those are new linens from Robert Kaufman. And then we have some new children's panels and fabric. So this one here, and we have a new numbering system. So all of our panels that are on a bolt have these tags on them with the aisle number and the bolt. And then the bolt is marked up here with a sticker. So it's been easier for everyone to find. But today, if you would like one of these panels that I show, if you just tell me the aisle number and the bolt letter, I'll know exactly which panel you're talking about. So this one is called Woodland Baby Animals. It's $8.99. It's a 24-inch panel. Has four, I think they're about 10-inch panels, and then two longer panels. And then we have a couple of all-over prints to go with it. The little foxes and the deers and the squirrels and rabbits. So it comes on a blue color and a mint green. Good morning, Marcella and Diana. So that's Woodland Baby Animals. And then we have Rainbow Dreams. So this is a 24-inch panel here. It says Love Grows Here. It's $8.95. This also has a book panel that we're working on, so it has a soft book that goes with it. I don't have that to show, but we will hopefully in our next live. But then here's all the coordinates to go with it. So we have wonderful diagonal stripes for bindings, stars and hearts, all over animals. Sorry, got a catch in my throat this morning. Some just blenders, yellow, pink, and blue. Then this is a Wilmington line, so it has the border stripe to go with it. So it's got a border stripe of the animals with the rainbows, and then a border stripe. It says shine bright, love big, be happy. Little cloud with a winky face. And then clouds with the winky faces. And then ginghams. And some rainbows. So that is Rainbow Dreams. Then back here, we've had requests for dragons. So this one here, if I can get it all in the frame here, is 4 like pillow panels or bigger panels that you can put in a quilt. The colors are beautiful in these if you like dragons. This panel is $13.65. It is a full yard panel, and those panels are about 22 by 22, 21 by 21, close to that. And then we have a full yard panel with a dragon sitting on top of the castle. And again, it's a full yard panel. It's $13.65. And then we have some coordinating pieces to go with it. This one is supposed to be dragon scale. I also bought it for mermaids because that would be a really cool applique mermaid tail. Then there's all over dragons. And then fire, because dragons breathe fire. This would also be good for a firefighter's quilt. So that is called Dragon Song. Then let's see here. Oh, nope, passed it up. These are also new from Robert Kaufman. These are homespuns. So a navy and a black homespun. They have like a little bit darker weave in them. A cream. Kind of a soft blue. And then we have a teal and a oatmeal, kind of a blackish gray, brown, darker blue, and a purple. So these are all new homespuns from Robert Kaufman. So, exciting news. Someone asked about Harry Potter. We do have some Harry Potter fabric coming. Let me flip this around. So Benartex has partnered with Warner Brothers, which is who owns Harry Potter, and some other action figures, Wonder Woman, there's all kinds of stuff. So we are getting Harry Potter fabric this fall. We are also getting Harry Potter machine embroidery from OESD because Benartex is a sister company to OESD. So we are getting all kinds of embroidery designs. So look for all that stuff coming very, very soon. It's very exciting to get all this new branded stuff. So that Harry Potter is coming. Then fall has still been pouring in. This is a new one from Michael Miller called Autumn Lake. Really pretty panel with the covered bridge and the birch trees. This one is a 24-inch panel. It's $8.69. Then this one goes with it. It's a yard panel. And these blocks measure between 9 and 10 inches. And there's 12 of them on here. So this is a full yard panel, different pictures, birds, the covered bridge with the church down here at the bottom, more covered bridges and ducks. Let's see, and then the bolts that go with it are back here. So we have an all over with bridges and churches and the fall foliage. It's just gorgeous. Then there's a really pretty gold plaid, great for binding or borders. And then there's this really pretty just fall foliage with the birch trees. And then other fall. This one is called Sunkissed. This is a 24-inch panel. It's beautiful. It's $8.95. Very pretty blues with the beautiful yellow sunflower and the bees. And then we have coordinating pieces to go with it. So there are these two beautiful plaids. Again, great for bindings, great for borders. Then we have, there's actually two of these. There's a blue bee and there's another yellow bee up here on the top shelf that I'll show. And then some sunflowers. And then here's the other bee. I'm going to actually move it so that I can show one of the others. A beautiful all over sunflower print. I love this print. I love sunflowers, so anything with sunflowers is I'm going to love. Honeycombs. There's some new blenders. And then it's a Wilmington line, so of course it has a border stripe of the beautiful sunflowers. So that is called Sunkissed from Wilmington. Then we have also from Wilmington called Harvest Blooms, which is this one here. Beautiful fall color florals. Then the border stripe is really pretty with the fall flowers in different kinds of jars. And a beautiful floral stripe here in the middle. Then these next two are an all over piece that have jars of flowers, flowers around jars. Just a really pretty piece. Comes on the mint green, and then it comes on the cream background. You have some really pretty stripes, some florals, some polka dots, and then some other blenders. Mint, butter, rust, and cream. And then let's see, we have one new Christmas. We have some Grinch. So 2 new Grinch panels. Who doesn't love the Grinch? He gets played 1,800 times at my house around Christmas time. And then we have the same panel from last year's Feeling Grinchy. And then we have some coordinates to go with it. So Grinch, stripe, an all over print that has Max and I don't know who else it has on it. It has the Grinch and Cindy Lou Who and just all kinds of different, him taking the tree. Then the ever popular Merry Grinchmas. And this one, that's Cindy Lou Who and Max and the Grinch on it. And the countdown with the Grinch. I made pillowcases for my kids with these last year and they love them. I think one of them has it on right now. So, new Grinch. Then we have some new military fabric. Right here. So this is a new Air Force print. And then we have the same type of print. I know it's upside down, sorry, for the Army. And we have some others on order, but they're not here yet. So we've got those for other branches of the military. I'm just making sure that I didn't miss one. Yeah, they must still be coming. So those are 2 new ones for military. Then this line is from Maywood. It's called Patchwork Blue. So it's all shades of blue and gray and cream. And it's really pretty. And we have pre-cuts for this one. We have fat quarter bundles, layer cakes, charm packs, and jelly rolls. And then it has a cheater print, which will make a gorgeous jacket. Or a quilt, just put a border on it and quilt it and be done with it. And then some other pieces. So this line is very, very pretty. If you're a blue person, you will love it. It's just gorgeous. And I forgot to tell you, the 2 fall lines that I showed, we do have pre-cuts for those. So jelly rolls, layer cakes, and charm packs. Just reading my list here, making sure I'm not forgetting anything. So we have some new sea turtles. This one has other sea life with it, but it has the big turtles on it. So it has fish and octopus and seaweed. And then this one is just sea turtles with other fish. So those are new from Benartex. Oops. Sorry, pushing buttons I'm not supposed to be pushing. Then new Farmall. So a new Farmall panel. This is a 36-inch panel. It has a Farmall A on it in front of a barn with chickens on it. So for all my Farmall people out there, I'm getting new Farmall. We're still working on John Deere and the other brands. Here's another new Farmall that we have. And it has all kinds of Farmalls on it. I'm not going to try to tell you what they are because I don't know my tractors. I know it's a Farmall. So that one's on a gray background, and then we have the same thing kind of on a red background. And then I have a few lines up at the front of the store. So the one I've been waiting on finally got here, the one from Deb Strain. I love fall most of all. So beautiful panel, beautiful owl sitting on the pumpkin. This comes on the navy or blue background. It's not quite navy, but a blue background. And then it also comes on a cream background. Same panel, just on cream. Then we do have the pre-cuts for this. We have mini charms, charm packs, and layer cakes. Get it quick because it is going out the door quickly. But beautiful. Deb does such a good job with her design and her colors. And then she's got a couple plaids there. They're just gorgeous. So that is new. I love fall most of all. And then, I didn't get this put away yesterday, but we have Nantucket Summer. So Moda very rarely reprints fabric. They reprinted Nantucket Summer. With one addition from the original is this cheater print. So again, great to just put a border around and quilt. Practice your machine quilting, your hand quilting with it, make a jacket. Camille had a tote bag made with this, which is gorgeous, so I think we're going to make a tote bag with it as well. But we have the full line. Ta-da! I can't show you all of it because that middle one is hiding, but we do have the complete line, and I'll post a picture when I get this put away today. But this just came in. This is not going to last long. We've already had people tell us, call us when it gets here. So we'll be calling you today. Then, let's see, I've got a couple other pieces over here. Let's see here. That haven't got put away either. So I know we're not even to Christmas or Thanksgiving or any holiday, but we're thinking Valentine's. So red with white hearts and white with red hearts. Very pretty. We're already thinking ahead. We have to, right? To be able to get everything done that we need to. So I have some other stuff to show you. I got to get rid of my computer here. So for years we have done 5-yard quilt bundles. We are now doing 3-yard quilt bundles. So each one of these little boxes there's actually 3 1/4 yards. There's 2 1-yard cuts, and one of them is 1 1/4 yards, so that you can cut your binding at 2 1/2 instead of like the 1 1/2 that all the 3-yard books call for. So we have, let's see, 12 different color choices now. I do have these all listed on the website. So if you want to look at them a little bit more, you can. And the price is $34.99. It does not come with a pattern, but most people have the 3-yard quilt books. We have all the 3-yard quilt books here. If you do not have one, there's between 8 and 10 projects in each book. So these are great for charity or for gifts. So these are our 3-yard little cake kits. And we'll be adding more in the future, but this is the assortment that we started with. So something new. Then I think that's all my fabric that I'm going to show. Then I have some books and patterns. I have been collecting since I stopped back in the beginning of May. So I'm going to run through these kind of quickly. This is new from Lori Holt. It's a notepad with a to-do list, appointments, just different things with the quilt blocks. Very cute from Lori Holt. Then from Dime and OESD, because OESD has purchased Dime, these are wool pressing mats that fit the Bernina hoops. I can get these for other brands. If you have another brand that you would like one of these wool mats that fits inside your hoop. But these are great. I could have used one over the weekend working on a project. So these will fit, so you can press and actually get your iron to touch inside your hoop. So these are really nice for that. And they're wool, so you could press on them otherwise as well. This is new. This is Thermoflex. This is an adhesive bandage almost that you can put around your fingers when you're machine quilting, when you're hand quilting, and use it as for machine quilting to help so your fingers don't slide all over the fabric, or when you're hand quilting to keep your needle from going in your finger like I always do. I always use it so much and then I have a hole in my finger where I've used my needle. Then back to machine embroidery. Kind of got these out of order. Also from Dime are these hoop helpers. So these are to help you guide where you want to align different designs. And this goes through showing you a button-down jacket or shirt, t-shirt, and then it has these guides to just kind of help you know where you need to place things. It has it on both sides. This is a really nice hard piece of, I'm going to say it's plastic, but they have this for different ones. This is the embroiderer's big helper is for shirts extra large through 3X. Then they just have the embroider helper, which is small through extra large. And then they have a pocket helper, which is if you want to place a design above a pocket, it kind of helps you know where center is here and then how far out your design is going to go each way. Great little handy tool, kind of gives you a how-to use on the back. If you do a lot of embroidery on shirts, these are a very big help. Then a while ago I showed the Little House on the Prairie barn. We now have the house that Laura and the family was in. And then we also have, we just got the, it's either the school, I think it's the schoolhouse, and I forgot to grab that one, but I'll show that next time. So I haven't got these made yet, but I'm working on them. Also for machine embroidery, if you need software that you just need to resize something, add a couple designs to, this Embroidery Tool Shed Plus is a great software. It is compatible with all brands. It does include 17 different fonts. So if you need more fonts to do things with, this is a nice alternative for fonts. And then they have the Word Art software. This has 250 different fonts in it. It has monograms, has word art. So if you're doing a lot with lettering, this software is great. It's compatible with all the different brands, and has lots of different options that you can do with this software for lettering. Now I'm going to jump into cross stitch. Robin Pickens has been hard at work. This is a cross stitch kit, so this contains everything that you need with the thatched fabric and the instructions to make this sewing machine cover. So it comes with all the floss, the Adia cloth, all the fabric, and all the patterns you need. This kit is $55, but again, it comes with everything you need to make that machine cover. Then she has another kit for the Super Bloom, which we also have this pattern by itself and the sewing machine by itself as well. This has all of your fabric in it as well with your pattern, and this kit is $48. And I'm just going to run through her new patterns. Real quick. This is an $8 pattern. It has directions on how to make this part here. This is the cross stitch here. But then she's got directions on how to make this. And then she has Dandelion Wishes. Really cute little, she has it in a frame or in a pillow. Then Gathering Bright Blooms is another new one from her. A lot of these are from her, from Robin Pickens. She's been very busy with her cross stitch. Then I have Summer and Autumn Birds. And I think I have spring already. I think I showed spring already. But this is summer. This is the summer bluebirds. And then the autumn blackbirds. Blackbirds sitting on the pumpkins. And most of these patterns are $12. This one's Springtime Florals. Really pretty tulip and some pansies. And the last cross stitch from Robin Pickens is this sewing machine. It says Beautiful Maker. Really pretty sewing machine with the flowers in it. Then a cross stitch from Lella Boutique. It's a little butterfly. I cannot wait to stitch this one. I think it's super cute. Then from It's So Emma, we have the next seed packet, which is the dahlias. And from Lori Holt, Stitch Card Set Y. I think we have one more. I think they said she was going through Z. So we'll have one more. So we have all of them from A to Y right now. And then 2 cross stitches that go with the Barnstar Sampler book. So this book has been out for a couple years, very popular. It's a piecing book to make all this quilt in fabric, but then she came out with this cross stitch to match it, which is very cool. This is a $16 pattern. And then she has a new one for her new book, and this one's called Flower Farm Sampler. So again, okay, so that's all the new cross stitch stuff. Then we have a new set of tweezers from Famore, very fine tip. These are really good for picking out threads. And they grip at the point, which is a huge plus. Sometimes tweezers don't grip at the point. It makes it kind of frustrating. So that's that. We have a new needle minder from Primrose Cottage. It's a little patriotic sheep. And then in the description, I have a link to the website. It has all this stuff listed. Purchase it online, we'll ship it to you, or you can come in the store and pick it up. This is the new book that goes with the Autumn Pumpkin Spice Gatherings. It's spiral bound, so it lays flat, which I think is one of the best things about these books. That one is a cross stitch. But it's mostly done with the back stitch, so it'd be a quick one to do. Then here's the quilts. We have this complete line with the panel. This is the panel here. So lots of things that can be done with this line. It's from Primitive Gatherings, so if you're familiar with Primitive Gatherings, you know her colors and her feel. She's got very little tiny prints in hers. So this is called Pumpkin Spice Gatherings. It's the book from Primitive Gatherings. It's $34. This is one of the new 3-yard quilt books called Big Block 3-yard quilts. So perfect to go with our 3-yard bundles that we just showed. And here's all the patterns that go in this one. So all of these that I showed this morning would be great because they have a bigger block that could go here and here and here. Or any of your 3-yard quilt books would work. This book is $20. She has a new book that's being shipped right now called 3-yard panels, and it should be here soon. A new pattern called Misty Pines 2.0. Very fun. 2 different colorways, 3 different sizes, so throw, queen, and king. Then from Lori Holt, Gentle Flock, which is a cute little pieced sheep. That's a $20 pattern. Also from Lori Holt is Cherish. It's a fun little star with a ribbon, and Scrappy American Flag. So those 3 are all from Lori Holt. And then from Laundry Basket Quilts, she came out with Alaska a couple years ago. That was, I don't know, like 72 square. This one is Alaska large. This one finishes 92 square. So we have both versions depending on what size you want to make. There is a template pack to cut this with. It's also listed on the website. Okay, that's all my new books and patterns notions. Now, I know we probably have some new folks joining us since we're doing this on YouTube as well. So now that I've showed all of our new stuff, or part of our new stuff, I do what I call into the bolts. And what I do is, these are all pieces left on the end of our bolts. I'll read an R with a number. That's the number you need to comment. I'll read a yardage and a price. The price is discounted already 25%. So we'll just get going. We do ship, so if you're new and want us to ship, we will ship this. So I'm just going to get started. R1, there's 7/8 of a yard for $8.63. This is a Stonehenge Stars and Stripes. So again, this is R1, 7/8 of a yard for $8.63. R2 is a Lori Holt B background. There's 1 yard for $9.26. And this has a red cross in it. So this is R2, 1 yard for $9.26. R3 is a Civil War print. It's a chocolate brown. There's 28 inches for $7.30. Again, R3, 28 inches for $7.30. R4, it's just a watercolor purple. There's 21 inches for $4.81. Again, R4, 21 inches for $4.81. And if you're watching the replay, comment, because nobody might have spoke for it already, but I'll let you know if you didn't win it or not. R5, there's a yard and 2 inches for $9.38. And this has like a little honeycomb on it. So R5, a yard and 2 inches for $9.38. R6 is 13 inches for $3.41. So R6, 13 inches for $3.41. R7 is a chocolate micro plaid. There's 31 inches for $7.65. R7, 31 inches for $7.65. R8, this is kind of a creamy taupe. There's 2 yards for $18.89. Again, R8, 2 yards for $18.89. R9, it's these sweet little baby animals. There's 1 yard for $10. Again, R9, 1 yard, $10. R10, is 30 inches for $7.28. No, $7.82. Sorry, I'm reading it upside down and backwards. So R10, 30 inches for $7.82. I haven't had enough to drink this morning. And I don't drink but tea and water. R11, 25 inches for $6.56. I'd say I need coffee, but I don't do coffee. R11, 25 inches for $6.56. R12 is 26 inches for $6.78. So R12, 26 inches for $6.78. R13, this is a very, very dark teal. There's a yard and 5 inches for $10.90. So R13, 1 yard, 5 inches for $10.90. And R14 is a really pretty, this is a dark teal as well. It has silver metallic on it. So this is R14, 23 inches for $6.11. R14, 23 inches for $6.11. R15, it's Amazing Grace Words. There's 25 inches for $7.13. R15, 25 inches for $7.13. R16 is 32 inches for $8.66. R16, 32 inches for $8.66. R17 is 2 yards and 5 inches for $18.53. R17, 2 yards, 5 inches for $18.53. R18, it's a really pretty Civil War print. This is black with orange and white. So R18, 31 inches for $8.07. R18, 31 inches for $8.07. Then R19 is a really pretty green screen wire. There's a yard and 3 inches. Hold on. For $9.75. I'll make sure I read it right. R19, a yard and 3 inches for $9.75. And our last one, this is a black batik, solid black batik. There's 16 inches for $3.66. This is R20. So R20, 16 inches of black batik for $3.66. Okay, there was a couple things I forgot to show. That's all of our end of the bolts, but there was a couple more things. I didn't write them on my list, so I forgot. And I forgot to show you on down there. So I enjoy double border stripe fabrics because you can make a really simple, really easy table runner. So all we did was quilt this. Has a really, really pretty border stripe for Halloween, if you do Halloween. Same on both sides. This takes, we do 5/8 of the front, 3/4 of the back and like a 1/4 yard for binding. Really easy table runner. Here is a Christmas one. So here it is up close. And this one, Marilyn stopped cross-hatching. She's been cross-hatching these. She stopped here and didn't go through any of this, and then just kind of echo quilted through here so that it didn't go through the pretty picture. Then we also have a couple more down here that I forgot to show. So this one is another Christmas one. Oh, 1/3 of a yard for binding. Sorry, this one has the sign on it. This one, we only quilted one way. This comes with the red background. It also comes the same print, white with red houses at the bottom. And then we use this plaid for backing and that stripe, red and white stripe for the binding. And this one you can leave out all winter because it doesn't scream Christmas. It doesn't have Santa on it or anything. So that one's nice for winter. And then I love fall. So this piece came and I had to make something with this one. So there is a fall one. And then I took another piece and quilted it for placemats. And I just cut it here to do 2 placemats to match. Now you could do more placemats, you just have to buy more fabric. So fun. I love the double border stripe. You can also make a tablecloth with them if you use tablecloths. It just depends on what your needs are. So that is my live for today with all part of our new stuff that we've gotten. I hope this new platform works. You guys let me know your thoughts. But until next time, keep on stitching.